Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
I'm going to be 59 and a half in about 6 more months. I just had a birthday. And my Roth IRA at my work, I'll be able to cash that out without any kind of penalties. And it's the one where you pay your taxes in advance. So I'll be able to get the whole amount out.
Yeah, I know about
And we
Roth,
own a small, we want to build a small, a cabin. And it looks like I'm going to have about $140,000 to work with. And we've talked to a couple of builders, and we can get about 900 to 1,000 square foot place built for that. My question is, would it be more prudent to pull that cash out, because it will take all of it, and go ahead and build the cabin and be debt-free as far as any kind of a mortgage? Or would it be more prudent to actually borrow the money and leave that in there? Because I think it's getting to the point where the compound interest is really starting to build over the years.
Honey, that's not how compound interest works.
Is it not?
No, compound interest does not like get a running start. It
really?
It just is. You just make interest on whatever's there, and over time, you make interest on whatever's there, and whatever's there is larger over time. But it's not. It doesn't mathematically get a running start. So, do you have any other money?
I have a little bit. I have about $8,000 in my savings account.
What about your wife? Are you married?
Yes, and my wife probably has 4 or 5, and then we have a household account that we have about probably another 4 or 5.
Okay, so you're 59. You quit work. You're going to retire.
Oh no!
And you're going to be broke.
No. I'm not going to retire.
You can't take your money out of a 401k unless you don't work there anymore.
That's not what they told me. This is a TSP, and I work for the federal government.
Okay, all right.
And no, they told me when I turned 50,
let me tell you what you just did. You have absolutely no investments now.
No, I would not, but we would both still be working.
Yeah? How's that make it smart?
Meet EveryDollar budgeters Christy and Steve. Their life is chaotic, but their money is simple because they budget with EveryDollar.
Budgeting with the spreadsheet took a ton of time.
But now with EveryDollar, I can do a budget in 5 minutes.
And tracking purchases is just as simple.
It's so freeing to know exactly where your money is going.
It just takes that stress out of the day-to-day life.
You got this, Hannigan family. EveryDollar. Create your free account today.
How's that make it smart?
Well, I mean, that's why I'm calling you, buddy. that's why I'm looking for an answer, my friend.
Right. The answer, you're not going to do my answer, okay? My answer is you can't afford a cabin.
Oh, really?
You don't have enough money.
So
I told you weren't going to do it.
But now that's not my only, I do have, I'll have the Social Security, and I have a FERS retirement account with the government.
I know.
Are you familiar with those?
Yeah, I am very. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, you have no money and a cabin.
Yeah.
That's just, there's no way that this makes sense.
The reason here's the thing. If I wait until I'm 70 years old to when I can retire, and then I build a cabin, what good is a cabin going to do me? I'm going to be 70 years old.
Well, you won't have to eat the logs.
Well, my thought was, go ahead and, we have a home. We'll build the cabin, and in a year or so, if it's looking like it's not working out, I could either sell our home, our primary residence, and move to the cabin, or I could sell the cabin. I guess what I'm saying is,
what's the thing beneath the thing, dude? What's the thing beneath the thing?
You've wanted a cabin a long, long time, and you haven't saved up enough money to buy a cabin.
Well, it would be in the TSP account.
I know. You haven't saved up enough money to buy a cabin because you're going to have to retire broke with a cabin. And that just doesn't, I can't tell you to do that. I'm not going to, I like you too much to tell you to do something that's going to bring you harm, sir. And this is harmful to you. You're going to have, you've in your mind, you're not worried about having no money and a cabin. And I'm really worried about you having
too many
money.
calls from 65 and 68 and 72-year-olds.
And so, if you want to go stay in a cabin, rent one for the weekend, and keep your money in your investments. And, you have not saved enough money. You've not done a good enough job with your investments to be able to afford to have a second home. And you just don't have the money. I mean, it's like calling me up and going, Dave, I want to buy a $2 million yacht, and I've always wanted one. Well, you don't have the money. I'm sorry if you always wanted one, and it breaks my heart you can't get your $2 million yacht, but you don't have $2 million to buy a yacht. And it's the same thing. You don't have the money to do this. You think you've got the money, but when you go do this and you use up all your money, you're going to be living on Social Insecurity, broke, with a cabin. And that's just, I'm sorry. I can't tell you to do that because I like you too much. I think you're a good guy. You're going to do it anyway because you've got it all figured out, but I can't stop you. But you did call and ask, and so I'm duty bound to tell you the truth because I care about you.
I'm kind of speechless, Dave, and that's a rare moment for me.
Well,
I get really wanting something, but the thought of relying on the government 20 years from now, like, no, they'll take care of me. They'll write that check. That seems infinitely more foolish than, I don't know. Yeah, I can't wrap my head around it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, and here's an interesting thing, folks. Everyone falls for this, and I have in the past too, and some of you are doing it right now, that if you borrow the money, it's as if there's no, like I haven't, like that doesn't count.
I still got my money in my account.
I still got my money.
Right.
It's because I borrowed the money. It's like it allows you to be in denial.
Yes.
You're participating in denial when you borrow money because you're not admitting that you don't have the money when you borrow money.
There you go.
Okay, I bought this car that I didn't have the money to buy. I didn't have the money to buy the car, but I bought the car anyway because I'm in denial about the fact that I don't have the money and I wanted the car anyway. And I work really hard.
There's that old saying, whatever you go looking for in the world, you're going to find it. If you really want a cabin, you're going to figure out a way that this somehow makes sense to you, which is why it's good to have wise counsel. But wise counsel doesn't do you any good if you don't listen to wise counsel. So I guess my promise to you, brother, is if you buy the cabin, I'll be here in 10 years, and you can call me when you're trying to figure out what you got to sell, and I'll help you with that. But we'll be talking again.
Yeah.
I can't wrap my head around that. And by the way, I really want a hunting place with a big cabin on it. I really do. With all my heart, I want that. I just don't have the money for it right now. And
no, you really do. Personally, you're not kidding.
I personally really want that.
So if he builds it and gets in trouble, would you buy it from him?
It depends on what county it's in. How many deer it's got on it, but yeah, I'm happy to.
I'm sure I got a feeling there's some deer around it. He's in Texas.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. The proverb says that the wise sees trouble and takes refuge. The simple moves forward anyway and is punished for it. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.